This is my first life job as well. I'm working as a SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst. So in MSF, Doctors Without Borders, it is a humanitarian global organization. So we as like SOC analyst, I'm working in SITS, which is like responsible for the IT infrastructure for this organization. So the headquarters for these things are in Prague, so I'm working for them. So it has been a good experience for me as well, because like we are responsible for the whole MSF organization.
For
For
the
me, like per
audience to understand.
semester, it costed around uh, 50,000 KC. Let's say it's like 6,000 euro. It will cost you around 3.5 to 4 lakhs per year, and yeah, tuition fees.
Tuition fees.
And another 4 lakhs for the next year, so 8 lakhs, let's say. And I think like 15 to 16 lakhs will be sufficient. Personally, I think like we students, if there is an option where they don't have to do part time and they have the financial support from their parents, I would ask them to just focus on their studies, just to complete it,
Yes.
instead of
Correct.
going to part time. I did my bachelor's in Coimbatore. So I did my bachelor's in information technology, and after doing my bachelor's, like I had a newfound interest to do masters. So I did my masters in cybersecurity in Czech Republic, which is in Ostrava. The university name is called like VSBTO, Technical University of Ostrava. I applied for jobs before my state exam also itself. Like I started to apply.
Okay.
I had my LinkedIn account and so on. I started to apply. Received my job offer on October. I completed my masters on June. So for me,
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, it was quite easy. Let's say like within 3 months, I landed a job. Cyber security is nothing but computer security, where we would like secure our network and so on. So that is two, let's say in the, I will explain in job market how cybersecurity works. People should also understand that cybersecurity is not like this red teaming and blue teaming also. Like it is like computer science. It is a whole ocean. So in cybersecurity also you can pick this one like specific skill and so on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome all of you. As you know, Europe Study Center, we have been creating a lot of videos with all our successful students in the mission to create more awareness for the students and parents. In line with the same ideology, today we are going to interview our student Mubaris, who finished his master's in cybersecurity and currently working in Europe. Mubaris, welcome to the show.
How are you? All good?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much to spend your. By the way, audience, we shoot this video on a Sunday. He has taken time out to do this interview for you guys. So, Mubaris, before we discuss about your journey, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mubaris. I did my bachelor's. I'm straight away going to like my study journey so that people can relate instead of going way back. So I did my bachelor's in Coimbatore. So I did my bachelor's in information technology, and after doing my bachelor's, like I had a newfound interest to do masters. So I did my masters in cybersecurity in Czech Republic, which is in Ostrava. The university name is called like VSBTO, Technical University of Ostrava. So I did my bachelor's there for 2 years, and after doing my master's there in Czech Republic, uh, I got a job in MSF, uh, Doctors Without Borders. It is a humanitarian company. So I'm working as a SOC analyst on a daily basis. So it has been like 7 months now. So it is going good. So this is my life update till now.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a nice, short, and a successful life update. Before we discuss further, Mubaris, don't you feel the decision of studying in Europe is good right now? Because especially looking what is happening in the US, UK, and other countries, Europe is completely isolated from these sort of issues, at least currently. What do you think about your decision-making process of studying in Europe right now?
Czech Republic especially has been really good to me. I can't complain. Uh, it provided me a platform
Super.
to study, to get knowledge, and here I got a job as well. So I don't have any complaints regarding Europe, and uh, I can't compare with UK, US, and so on because like I haven't been there. But of course, like if you take it like money wise, I think Europe will be the best option because like instead of paying like 50 lakhs, more than 50 lakhs, going and studying in US and UK, uh, I think it is too much of a risk to be taken. So like Europe is
Exactly.
way better, and I think like many students are able to come here and like they can do everything on their own as well. Like people are going to part time and so on, and they are able to pay their own fees as well instead of relying on their parents. So like if you take it in this way, I think Europe is the best option money wise.
Yeah. Currently, what's happening in the student student segment is that a lot of restrictions when it comes to the US and a lot of visa refusals everywhere. So that's why I compared that with Europe basically. So you studied IT, and at what moment you decided masters alone is not enough? I should do my bachelor's alone is not enough. I should do my masters.
Actually, back home, uh, I did IT like as many students just for the sake of it. Okay, after completing our schooling, we should do something. And parents would say, okay, engineering or doctor, like you should go to MBBS or you should go to engineering and so on. And I took the decision to
Yes.
choose IT because, as you said, like everyone is choosing IT, so computer science is good. So in during that time, I didn't have any like let's say goal or interest in doing bachelor's in this field and so on. But we should do something, so I did my bachelor's in IT, and it was good. But masters bachelor's, I just did for the sake of it. Okay, everyone is doing bachelor's. I just did the degree. But after completing my bachelor's during Corona, I had this newfound interest and passion to study more. During my bachelor's, I didn't study well,
Okay.
but after bachelor's, like I thought, okay, this isn't enough. Like we should study and so on. And like I started to research what can I do. And of course, like if I did bachelor's just for the sake of it, so I thought, okay, let's do like MBA as everyone does. Well, again, like
Okay.
after discussing with my dad and so on, um, like I felt like it is better to focus related to IT as well. So I started to research and saw many courses related to IT, and cybersecurity is the one like interested me. Okay, so I did my like foundational knowledge, everything like through courses and everything. I studied about cybersecurity and I felt good, like I felt a newfound passion. Okay, this is what I want to learn. So I did like every courses and I started to apply through you guys. Yeah, they really helped me. So
Wonderful, wonderful. So COVID, what to say, surprisingly did a good thing to you that it made you, what to say, or it made you to think
yeah,
to
yeah,
study further, which is surprising and in a
yeah,
way
yeah,
it's
yeah.
good actually.
Actually,
Because I asked this
mhm,
question because Mubaris, majority, I would not say majority, I would say like more than 90-95% of the
mhm,
IT professionals, they finish their bachelor's, get placed or do some top-up courses and somehow try to get
mhm,
into the job market. But only
mhm,
very few think that we should not be one among the crowd. We should do a
mhm.
top-up degree and then move further so that they will get a better mileage and also a global exposure. Yes, in which you took the right decision at the right time. Then how did you find Europe Study Center?
Europe Study Center, like as you say, my dad and my parents were thinking of sending me to UK, US, because like broader picture, like every parents wanted to send their kids to like well-known countries. So like
Yeah.
Europe was not my first preference, let's say, not for me, but for my parents. So again, I researched and
Okay.
did these things, and I thought, okay, like for me, I have two siblings as well. I I don't want to
Okay.
burden my family by going to US and so on because it costs like really like most of the time, like yeah,
The
fortune.
fortune.
People should spend their wealth as well. So I told my parents that it is better to go to Europe because like at the end of the day, the knowledge is the thing that will matter. So like I told them if I get a
Exactly.
degree in if I get a job in Europe in future I can go to any country if I wish to. So I told them
Exactly.
like at the end of the day it is the
Exactly.
knowledge which we are gaining. So I told them okay, this is what I need, and we discussed and like Europe Study Center also gave me the list of courses which are available in cybersecurity and so on. And at the end of the day, I got the opportunity to study in ESB in Czech Republic. So I just took this decision. I even got another uh, course in Italy, Padova University, but it was not in cybersecurity. But I was sure, okay, if I'm going to do my master's, it should be in cybersecurity and nothing else. So I just came to Czech Republic.
Super. Excellent. Excellent. And you synchronize with my ideology, brother. Spend less, learn more. I don't send a single student to UK for the sake of commissions. Never ever. We promote only universities, top business schools where it's going to benefit the student community. So wise choice at the right time, especially after COVID when the job market is all very dicey. Spending a fortune is a strict no. So now entering into your journey into Czech Republic, how was your first semester? This is a common question I ask to all my successful students. How did you make the change towards yourself? Back home in India, we study a different education system, and in Europe, it's different. So how did you adapt?
Actually, for me, it was totally different because during my time, for me, I had this visa delay. Uh, so, so I was able to come to Czech Republic only in my second semester. So so it was
Okay.
difficult. So my professor said that it is impossible to complete your degree on time because you have missed one
Okay.
semester.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, like I was focused and I thought, okay, I shouldn't extend. At least I should try to complete. So I told my professors, okay,
Yes.
I asked permission to every professors. Okay, like first semester I couldn't attend, so I asked them permission, can I do the same subjects in the second semester? And surprisingly, many professors helped. They are really good. If we are open, if we are like
Super.
passionate about studies, they will help you. So they said, okay.
Exactly.
They gave me permission to also study first semester as well. So what I did is I did
Wow.
2 semesters in a single semester, and I passed. And I went to the second year, and thankfully I completed my masters on time.
Man, this looks like a Rajinikanth movie for me. It's
So
like magic. Audience, what Mubarak said right now, it's not a joke. Completing almost 60 credits in a semester, I have never heard of actually. So, man, hats off to you. I also studied in Europe. Getting 30 credits per semester itself is a big challenge, but almost getting close to 60, hats off to you. As you rightly said, Mubarak, if you are committed enough, if you are organized, the professors will come for and support you. But if you are not committed enough and you are not organized, professors will just find reasons to ignore you, which is what I wanted to tell the audience. So, what were all the stark differences between Indian education system and the education system you studied in Europe?
the main difference is this practical knowledge. We have many exercises,
Okay.
courses, and so on. And in Indian education system, even if we are not studying properly, we can get through it. Like we can
Yeah.
get through the degree, we can pass the subjects and so on. But here it is difficult to do that. Here we should study, we should like do the hard work. Okay, they will give like practical lessons and so on. So we have no choice, we should do everything. And if you are not doing those things, it will be really difficult to like complete the degree. But in India, it is not the case. Uh, of course, I don't have anything against India. It is my country, but just a difference.
No, brother, this is nothing to do with the country. We are talking about the private education system.
Okay,
Nobody
okay.
sits and complains here about NIT and IIT. This has no connections with the our country and our
Yeah.
passion towards our country. We are only talking about education systems where they can improvise and give
Yeah,
better
of course, of
education to
course.
children. Right now, brother. Exactly. See, right now, brother, in Chennai, they are charging 5.5 lakhs
Mm-hmm.
per year, plus hostel fees and etc. etc. Parents are ready to pay that, but in return, do they get high quality education?
Mm-hmm.
Is the question mark here.
Yeah, yeah.
You get my point. And the professors should be worthy enough. They should be experienced enough to
Mm-hmm.
guide the younger generation. It's not like coming and recitating something and writing programming on a piece of
Mm-hmm.
paper to clear examinations, which is
Yeah,
what we
yeah, yeah.
request to change. and,
And the
and
thing is,
nothing
like,
else. Talk to us.
I
Yeah,
feel
please.
that, like, back home, students should also, like, do more. Like, because, like, I feel
Yes.
that I didn't do enough during my bachelor's. Because if I, like, put in the necessary effort, my master's would have been way easier. I would have had more knowledge as well.
Easier. Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't do that. I just like did my bachelor's just for the sake of it. And after coming here, I
Take
felt
of it.
that if I had done bachelor's with true dedication, whatever my professors are asking for in bachelor's, it would have made a huge difference here. So in that regard, like people, I would just want to say like if people are like willing to do masters, it should be for the passion. They from the heart it should come. Okay, I would like to study, and they should be fully dedicated towards studies. If not, like it is difficult. Like back home, as I did my bachelor's, if someone is going to do their masters here, they can't complete. It is difficult. They should have the passion. They should have the interest,
Yes.
dedication, and so on. If they have that, they can do anything.
Wonderful. And especially a challenging subject like cyber security, which we are going to talk in the next this thing, upcoming questions. Tell us the role of a professor, especially in a European university, how knowledgeable and how supportive they were in your entire successful journey.
My professor actually uh, was really good. Uh, like we can go and ask them any questions and so on, and they also helped me. Okay, we were not that many students during my time. We were just two students. So here in Czech Republic, they will have separate cybersecurity course in their language and separate for foreigners. So we didn't have enough students. So like professors would say like, okay, you can come and ask me any questions. For some subjects, like we didn't have enough day-to-day classes due to the less number of students, but they helped us. They didn't like ignore us. They said, okay, we don't have enough students. So some professors said, like, you can go through this and that, and they will give some coursework, like activities and so on. And they would say, if you have any doubts, we can book an appointment and they will explain you things. So this was the case. And regarding any kind of doubts, if you have anything, if you wanted to talk about your future goals, like professions, where you want to go, and so on, they will guide you through the whole process. So professors were really good.
Wonderful. Nowadays, many kids are studying cybersecurity, whether they know what is cybersecurity or, as you rightly said, I have to take some degree in bachelor's. So let me take cybersecurity. So first of all, explain audience, even if, for example, even if a layman can understand in that way, what is cybersecurity?
So cybersecurity is nothing but computer security, where we would like secure our network and so on. So that is two, let's say in the, I will explain in job market how cybersecurity works. So there is like blue teaming and red teaming. So red teaming consists of like attacking cybers, like they will analyze the network and so on. So red teaming will, those guys will like try to attack their own company, let's say, and they will try to find the vulnerabilities of the company. So cybersecurity professionals in red teaming like will their day-to-day job will be like this. And right now I'm working with the blue team, like defense. So we will try to protect our network. So if someone is getting attacked and so on within our network, our job is to like investigate. Okay, if the particular person or an account is compromised, we should investigate the email, the account, and so on, the sign-in logs of the account, and these kind of things. And people should also understand that cybersecurity is not like this red teaming and blue teaming also. Like it is like computer science. It is a whole ocean. So in cybersecurity also you can pick this one like specific skill and so on. So it is not like broader knowledge. In cybersecurity also, like if you have the degree, if you're interested in certain things, I did my thesis in forensic analysis. So like
Mhm.
if you are interested in that, you can also go through it. But at the end of the day, like we should pick a skill and we should be good at it. Like just the degree also won't help. So should like analyze and
Won't help.
so on, and you should like analyze your own interest. Okay, in cybersecurity, which interests me, like which I'm good at and so on, so you can develop that skill. And in job market only skills matters. So like if you're really good in some kind of
Yes.
skill, I think they will take.
Wonderful.
Mm.
I wanted to ask you, do you suggest taking computer science or IT in bachelor's and then doing a cybersecurity master's like a specialized course, or choosing cybersecurity itself in a bachelor course?
My
What is your
suggestion
suggestion?
is like if the student has a clear idea on what he wants to do, he can do it. It should be from him, not for the society or not for their parents and so on. He should have this interest. And if he is really interested in cybersecurity, I will suggest him just go for it. Go and do bachelor's in cybersecurity if you have the option, and try to gain skills in that subject and so on, and it will be good. If they're like really focused in
Yeah, but
cybersecurity, straight away they could go through. No problem.
at the age of 17, to get that level of clarity is kind of difficult. And plus, tomorrow, after their
Mhm.
bachelor's, Mubaris, if they want to change domains,
Mhm.
becomes very difficult. For example, you can go to software
Mhm.
development and you can go to artificial intelligence because you had a wider
Mhm.
degree in your bachelor's. So this is why
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
asked
is
this
also true. But
question.
like, if you have anything related to computer science or cybersecurity, also within cybersecurity, also here in masters, we had courses in programming as well. So during
Yeah.
bachelor's in cybersecurity, I think they must have a broader course as well. Like it won't be just security related. They will
Yes.
also have the foundation, and they should also
Yes.
learn programming and these kind of things. So I think it won't matter, because here also, like in masters, it was like now computer science degree as well. We had like many like biologically inspired algorithm. This needs like programming and these kind of things. So if you're going to computer related field, I think like uh, during bachelor's or master's, somehow we will get the necessary knowledge.
Wonderful. So, as Czech Republic has a state exam, explain the audience what is a state exam and how did it
Oh,
go for you?
state exam. Oh, that was a nervous period. Okay. State exam, we are eligible for state exam when we complete our credits. So within the 2 years, we should complete every credits. And if we complete every subjects and credits, you will be eligible for state exam after completing the thesis as well. So before state exam, in my university, what they did is they gave us like uh, two topics, like two domains, and in one domain there will be like 30 questions, and the second domain there will be like another 30 questions. So in state exam we should present our thesis, and it around like 10 minutes or so, and they will ask questions about the thesis and how well do we know. So they will analyze, and after that they will pick two questions from the 60 questions they had provided earlier. So we should be thorough with the 60 questions. 60 questions means it is not one question is not like 2 word or 2 sentence answer. Every question is like a different topic altogether. So yeah, so
The
like two
ocean.
questions they would say, and they will give us time also, 10 minutes to prepare. So during that time, we won't have any books or mobile or anything. So in those 10 minutes, we should try to recall our brain and so on. We can take notes and we should present our answer. And with those answers, they will also ask questions. So like how well do we answer? They will like give us marks. And at the same day itself, at the same time, they will say, have you passed or not? So I think at the end of the day, if we are well prepared, I think it won't be difficult. If
Yes,
we are going to a state exam without
exactly.
preparation only, you will face.
Done. Yes. So, but Mubarak, don't you feel these examinations only made you stronger to
Yeah,
what you
of
are today?
course. Like it was a different experience. Like 60 questions, and you don't have any other choice but to study. Like there, you won't have any friends or anyone who can help. Like nothing. So only if you study those 60 questions, like you can go and answer those questions. Like so you need the preparation. Like uh, I studied for a month, I think so. So like daily preparing for the thesis as well as the questions. And my professors also helped. They will give you an idea, okay, how will it be and how should you come. We should go with a good outfit as well with the shoot and so on. And at the end of the day, like if we are well prepared, and you can also ask professors guidance on how to prepare. If you have doubts, they will guide you and so on. So it is good.
Super. Many parents would love to know before sending their kids abroad the expenses involved. So, when you studied in Czech, what was the approximate tuition fees you paid and living expenses per month? If you could say in like Indian rupees, it would be easier for
For
the
me, like per
audience to understand.
semester, it costed around uh, 50,000 KC. Let's say it's like 6,000 euro. It will cost you around 3.5 to 4 lakhs per year. And yeah, tuition fees.
Tuition fees
And another 4 lakhs for the next year. So 8 lakhs, let's say. And I think like 15 to 16 lakhs will be sufficient for
for
complete,
you to,
yeah, to complete
finish
your
your
masters,
masters.
like with everything involved. And if people are also, how to say, if people are doing part time, it will be less as well. But personally, I think like we students, if there is an option where they don't have to do part time and they have the financial support from their parents, I would ask them to just focus on their studies, just to complete it, instead
Yes,
of
correct.
going to part time. Because I have seen students, if students sees money and in part time they will get involved in it, and they sometimes it will be difficult for them to focus on their studies. So their mind will change to money minded. So I think, but at the end of the day, it is up to the situation. Some students, they don't have any other option. They should do part time in order to survive. So of course, like hats off to them. Like I know my friends who didn't have any other option, so they will do both studies and part time as well, and they completed the degree, so they are next level. So,
Wonderful.
but
Wonderful.
if students
That's why,
have their support, if, like if they have the 16 lakhs or something, and they don't have to worry about anything else, I will ask them to just focus on their studies, and if it is possible to get internship and so
studies.
on, and complete the degree on time, and just go through it. Just go through it.
Yes, because this is what we also tell our students. Please prepare your budgeting, leave that to the parents or the bankers. You sit and focus and study. And as Mubarak said, there are few students who balance their part-time job as well as their studies. But that's only a small percentage who could pull it off both. But in majority of the cases, they don't finish the degree on time. So please focus on your studies during your study time. That will be good for you. Same as what Mubarak said. So then, now coming to your professional life. So when did you start applying for your job, and when did you get your first job, which you're working right now?
I applied for jobs before my state exam also itself. Like I started to apply.
Okay.
I had my LinkedIn account and so on. I started to apply. But to be honest, like it is difficult to land a job. Like when you don't have experience as well, it is really difficult. Like I can't say it was easy and you can just come and apply for jobs. But it was difficult. But somehow,
Yes.
like with prayers and so on, like I had this opportunity. Uh, I received my job offer on October. I completed my master's on June. So for me,
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, it was quite easy, let's say. Like within 3 months, I landed a job. But like students shouldn't give up, of course. Like if they are like
Yes.
persistent and do their work, I think like everyone can get a job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's in their hands. We don't give them any. And as you said rightly, no pain, no gain. You have put in all the efforts. Finally, you get the end result. Because why do we study? We study to develop skills, and the skills should
Mm.
get us an employment. So that is where we make everything happen. So what was your first job, and meaning which company, and what is your current designation?
My first job, uh, this is my first life job as well. Before this, I haven't worked.
Okay.
So I'm working as a SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst. So in MSF, Doctors Without Borders, it is a humanitarian global organization. So they
Mm-hmm.
help vulnerable people around the world. So if people are affected through natural disasters and if there is a pandemic or some kind of virus spreading out, our doctors will go to field and help them. So we as like SOC analyst, I'm working in SITS, which is like responsible for the IT infrastructure for this organization. So the headquarters for these things are in Prague. So I'm working for them. So it has been a good experience for me as well because like we are responsible for the whole MSF organization. So it is a different kind of experience. So it is good.
Okay. So what's your designation in the company?
Yeah,
Meaning stock
stock
analysis.
analyst.
That's what.
Cyber.
Okay. So typically what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Typically, what sort of roles and responsibilities you play? Your responsibilities, I mean,
My
in the company.
responsibilities uh, is to uh, like how to say if there is some kind of attacks and so on within the companies and so on,
Okay.
like we our responsibility is to protect the environment, to see
Super.
daily traffics and everything. So if there is some kind of attack, we should like investigate and we should come up with a solution. So anything security related, it will come to us and we should do the investigation. And this is how like every day it will be different. We should do some incidents as well. So it is good. Of
Okay. So how interesting your job is right now? You're loving your job? It's interesting.
course, like I don't have any complaints. I have a great team as well. So
Super.
they help
Wow.
me a lot because I didn't have this professional experience before. So during
Okay.
my 3 months probation, I had to get used to the corporate environment as well. Okay. But my organization is different it is a humanitarian organization. So that helped me a lot personally because I had time and I had the support of the company. So my colleagues also helped. They shadowed me, okay, this is how you should do these things. And if you are like eager enough to learn, like people will just help you. And it's just a passion. Okay, we should learn. And learning never stops. So now also I have many things to learn.
Yeah. Even yesterday, I was talking to a parent. The European education not only gets you a degree, it installs a quality of lifelong learning, because you have to constantly learn, especially in a dynamic, ever-changing technical environment. You have to always keep studying and update yourself to be on the top of the game. So please talk about the concept of lifelong learning, especially to the youngsters watching this video.
The concept of lifelong learning like matters most with this technology related fields, like in cybersecurity or in computer related fields like programming and software development and so on. If we are not up to date, because each and every day there is new technology coming up, so we should have knowledge, at least some kind of knowledge on everything. So if we don't have the knowledge, with just the skill which we have right now, we can't like survive in the longer run. We should try to update ourselves. Okay,
Yes,
this is a new technology coming up, so how can we use within our job, we can learn that and so on. And we should be updated, and we should also show that we are interested and we are learning as well, so people will know. So if now, as all know, like AI is coming up, so we should also know how AI works and how to use it efficiently and these kind of things, so that in future, if we are doing more jobs with the use of AI, it will be helpful for us as well. So I think we can't just sit idle with the same skill for a longer run. On a daily basis, somehow or the other, at least few skills we should learn, or else it is difficult to survive within the technology field.
exactly. And how good is your work-life
Work-life
balance?
balance, nothing to complain. Uh, it is good. Like Monday to Friday, we will have job, and Saturday, Sunday, uh, we have our holiday like leave. So uh, work-life balance is actually good. Like nothing to complain, no pressure or anything like that. Like people will respect if you have, if there is a 9 to 5 job, just 9 to 5. After that, like you don't have to work. No one will pressure you to work. I think back home in India, there are companies where I have seen people, even after their normal time, like they will be working because they can't do anything else. They would say, "Oh, we don't have a choice. We should work." Back here, I think it, I think it will be an abuse. Like you shouldn't do that. So, so like you have this work-life balance. Like if you are like working for a certain time, like there won't be any pressure, and actually you shouldn't work after that. So regarding that, it is good. No pressure or anything. You should just be honest with your job and do good work. That's it.
Excellent. Well said. Actually, two last questions before we sum up this beautiful interview. So, when you got your first job, how happy were your parents?
My parents, they were really happy. Like they wished me well and so on. They also motivated me when I was searching for jobs as well. My mom said, like, sometimes I was down, okay, it's really difficult to get a job, what to do, and so on. And my mom also motivated me. It is not like you will just apply and within a days you will get a job. You
Exactly.
should try and so on.
Yes.
And with their prayers and so on, like it helped me a lot. And now I have this wonderful job, and I'm trying to improve professionally, learn new skills, develop my knowledge, and so on. And I also had the opportunity in my university to do
Amazing.
PhD as well. My professor offered me, so if you want, you can do a PhD. But in security, I thought like I need experience now, because of course academics is academics, but only if you go and do a job you will get that experience. So I thought like now I
Yes.
think like I should do something, and in future I can do PhD at any time. So let's see.
Wonderful. It's amazing. So, we would love to see Dr. Mubaris also in the future. Yes. So then, one last question. Before we sum up this beautiful interview, what you would like to tell the young minds? who are trying to pursue or planning to pursue or pursuing cyber security courses at different levels, and what are all the areas that they should focus on? Some input as you are currently a working professional in cyber security, please.
I think the ones who are studying will be like in a different level also. The people nowadays, like, they know everything. I should also learn from them. But like, my suggestion would be like to not do any kind of degree with without their own interest. If it is cyber security, well and good. If it is other profession, also well and good. But you should do a degree only if you are interested in it. It should never be the case where you choose something because, like, people say, okay, this profession is good, this has more opportunities. It is nothing like that. Uh, if we don't have enough knowledge, if we are not interested, uh, like, even if the cyber security is good and they have many vacancies, if we are not interested in this subject, like, it won't be good for us. It will be difficult for us to land a job. So not only cybersecurity, they can choose anything whatsoever. Like, I have heard, like, there are professions to taste chocolate as well. So just for tasting chocolate, people have
Yes.
professions. So if you have an interest in
Yes.
something, just go for it. But it should be
True.
within their interest and within it should be a passion, just not for the sake of it. Like, people are saying, okay, this profession is good, this profession has lots of opportunity, people are just going to it. I will recommend not to do that. Like, it can be anything. In Europe also, like, you can find any courses. There are like broader courses like architecture, and like geology, zoology, every kind of courses are there. So, like, if
Yes.
someone is interested in something, just go for it because they will have passion. So it won't be a burden for them. So just go. If cyber security, if you are passionate in cyber security, of course you can go and you will do good. My wishes to them.
Super. As Yeah, as Mubarak said, passion decides everything else. Once you have passion and you choose the right course with reference
Yeah.
to your passion, and I'm sure you guys are going to do so well. And so it was great talking to you almost 45 minutes. I learned a lot of things when it comes to cyber security, and you explained everything in a very clear, crystal clear format, and you made it very clear. Choose cyber security only you're damn passionate. That not only applies for cyber security, that applies for any course for that matter of fact. So thank you so much, Mubarak. Best wishes to you. Maybe in future we will do a part 2 of this interview after 10 years, once you have got your doctorate degree also, where we'll talk about your PhD. And as you know, Mubarak, these interviews are all done to motivate the young minds. As you rightly said, your mom motivated you when you were applying for jobs and not getting positive results. It's not like you apply on the Monday and get the offer letter on Tuesday and join the job on Wednesday. That's what many kids nowadays they think. That is why I came forward requesting you all to do an interview so that we guide and motivate these young minds in the right channel. That's what we did in this interview too. Thank you so much. And even if one guy watches this interview and takes up cyber security because of your interview, I guess Mubarak is going to be very
So I
happy.
wish everyone uh, the best of wishes to everyone because, like, not even cyber security, like, whoever is watching this, like, if my words, like, uh, made you think to go to a different kind of profession also, well and good. If the heart is in it, you can just proceed, and if you're passionate enough, you can just go and do anything.
Exactly. Everything depends on passion. For example, if I had not the passion and drive, I would have not been in this industry for 17 years right now. 16, 17 years is
Yeah, yeah,
a lifetime. So you need to have the passion and the
yeah.
fire within you. Thank you so much, Mubarak. Best wishes to you, to your family members, and to
Yeah,
your brothers also. Brothers and sisters. As you
yeah.
said, you have 3 in the family. Best wishes to all of them. Take care. And as I told, within few years, we'll do the part 2 of this interview. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.